A portion of today's show brought to you by DallasMaids.com.
Keeping a handle on house cleaning can be a challenge, especially after getting through the holidays. Lord, I know. So how do you hit that refresh button and add that sparkle to your home? Well, that's where Dallas Maids comes in to give us a helping hand. And Whitney Rogers is here with some really good tips to get us started.
Oh yeah, I heard y'all say a minute ago that it's ditch day for resolutions, which I didn't know, which is perfect for having us here, because a lot of times people are just so overwhelmed by their mess, they just don't know what to do, and it bogs them down. And your home is supposed to be a place of rest. It's not supposed to be like, oh,
place
geez,
of chaos.
I'm home now.
Yeah.
So having the maid service like Dallas Maids just takes such a weight off of you.
And I know that if my house is clean, I am so much happier than I am if it's chaos.
Oh my goodness, and so much healthier. Like, you don't realize it until you start to feel better how bad you felt. But in your house, in the fibers of your carpets, the crevices of the woods, and the pillow layers, there's mildew, there's dust mites, there's pet dander, so many things just lurking everywhere.
Yes.
Which we have stuff like vacuums with our little attachment hoses to reach under the beds and corners you can't normally reach, because it's a fresh year, a fresh new start. You want a cleaner house. Or
I feel like you need a really
baby.
good deep cleaning in January.
Yes.
I try to do like twice a year, big deep cleaning, baseboards.
Oh my goodness,
and
so
I love
important.
that y'all will go under the beds. That's the place that nobody ever wants to get under and look.
Really,
until
you drop something,
down there.
you're like, oh, I don't know if I can ever find it again.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, it's just so much healthier for you. And the first clean that you ever do is the most expensive because it's just so much to do, so much you didn't realize you had.
It's deep cleaning, and there's a lot of dust and junk that's collected over the holidays for sure.
So much.
So what are some really good tips that y'all offer?
Let's see, well, we like to have, when the house is actually clean, we like to keep stuff like aromatherapy oils and candle warmers because it just gives you more of a feeling of peace. Let's see, other tips that we offer, like when you have children, oh my goodness, I had this crazy ability to sense when the house was clean, and as soon as I came home, I had to bring everything I owned out in the open and leave it all over the floor for the world to see.
That's what my kids do.
So we like to, with your kids or with my younger siblings, we would have these bins. This is a very small one. We had much bigger ones for our toys, but having big, clear, child-safe plastic bins that doesn't have sharp edges or a lid, if you help the child put their toys away, it makes it more of a fun task, and you get to spend time with them, and it teaches them to put things away as they grow older.
I was going to say, that's a really good way to teach them responsibility. We do that at our house. We started when they were really young. Put everything in a basket and say, this is your basket. Now go put all your stuff away.
Oh, yeah, and if it wasn't in there, my mom just put it right in the trash.
That's right.
If it was in our basket, we didn't need it.
That's right. That's a good way to declutter and keep everything in one central little area.
I remember the purge of 2000. It was a very sad day for me and my siblings.
That's okay. Your mom had a clean house.
Oh, she did. She had it full for 5 more minutes. We found more stuff.
So what are some other ideas?
Other ideas. Let me see here. Well, if your house is clean, I know at the beginning of the year, I'm like, I'm going to be more sociable. I'm going to go out and do more things. Well, if I come home, I don't feel like I can.
Right.
And I'll go out to friends' houses, just spur of the moment, and I am just appalled at how clean their house is. I'm like, you're the same age as me. We're both in our early 20s. How on earth have you gotten your house so clean and had such good habits? So if your house is cleaner, you can spend more time with friends, or friends can come over to your place, and you just don't have to worry, oh, I'm going to no, I can't. I've got to pick up today. Yeah. And it gives you more freedom to go out and do the things that you want to do.
And I say, if you could just do a little bit every day to stay on top of it, then you don't feel so overwhelmed come the weekend and things like that. So that's where Dallas Maids comes in, and y'all can help keep it all refreshed and organized kind of along the way. Yeah,
if you can't do it weekly, we'll be more than happy to do that for you. Our services, if you sign up for a year, it's like I said, the first cleaning is so expensive because there's so much to do.
Okay.
Our first cleaning for you will be absolutely free.
If you sign up for the year?
Yes, and that is either weekly or bi-weekly, your choice.
Okay, good to know. Well, thank you so much for your good tips and inspiration, if anything, just to kind of get going and get that weekend decluttered. All right, be sure to check out DallasMaids.com for more details. You can also reach them at 972-851-9994. Okay, next, we are talking all about the Winter Games of Texas, and we'll see how Courtney does with a bow and arrow. Be afraid, be very afraid when we come back. Good job.
Thank you. Sorry, what's the awkward game?